Hey, how are you doing? Thanks for joining me. I have just received a package in the mail from the USA, and inside are some wheels. Now, I've spoken a little bit before in the past about not liking to change my wheels very much because I've pretty much decided that I'd found the wheels that are for me, the ones that work great on pretty much any terrain. They grip really well, go really fast. And so I didn't really want to change any. Those wheels are these Spitfire Formula 4 full conical 58mm 99 durometer, 99 DU, and I pretty much think they are like my perfect wheel. So I've been using these for like ages, like years. I mean, I've been skating again now for like 6 years, and I think probably near on 5 of those years I've been riding these wheels. Always the same ones, always 58mm. I like the bigger wheels. They feel like they go faster and fast enough on any terrain. I ride bowls and vert ramps and mini ramps. I don't street skate at all, and the 58mm works for me. Also, 58mm ones of these means that they're wider. So they're probably wider than the average wheel, which again adds for the grip. The 99 durometer is a real good sweet spot for grip. I don't do any slides at all, don't really have any intention to. So on the wood and the concrete that I ride, they grip really well, but they're not so soft that they are slow. Another thing I don't like about wheels that are too soft is that you can't hear them, and that's kind of like a psychological oddity for me. I need to sort of hear them making the noise that hard wheels make on concrete. If they're too soft, it just feels like it's too quiet and feels like I'm riding on marshmallows or something. I don't know. There's something psychological going on there, but also softer wheels just don't go as fast as harder wheels. So that 99 durometer is like the perfect middle ground for me. So yeah, this package from the USA is actually some wheels. Why am I buying wheels when I have the perfect wheels, you may ask? And even that fact that I've got another brand new unused set of the perfect wheels. You know, I've got 2 sets of these in use at the moment on 2 separate boards. One's my vert board, one's my bowl and mini ramp board, and I've got a spare set ready to go when they have worn out too much. I don't actually have a good reason to change my wheels, but I always like to experiment every now and again on something different. It often is a kind of futile experiment. It often gets in the way of my progression in skating, but sometimes it's just fun to try some different things. Now, also for quite some time, I've had a couple of sets of Bones SPF skate park formula wheels. Again, 58mm. I tried them a few times years ago on the concrete. I don't think they will be grippy enough for me on the wood that I skate, because where I skate is kind of known as a quite slippery place. At least the bowl and mini ramp is. Vert ramps, not so much, but that brings in its own kind of challenges, skating the vert ramp, you know, and something you don't trust to grip, you know, that's a whole other thing as well. I know that, you know, mostly it's all about what you get used to, so I'm sure I could get used to the Bones wheels, but last time I rode them, they felt like they slipped a little more than the Spitfires anyway, so I didn't give them that much time. One big reason for me toying with the idea of changing my wheels is that I want to try 60mm wheels. That is simply because of the speed factor. I feel like it would be nice to get a little bit more speed with a slightly larger wheel. Certainly on the vert ramps, possibly in the bowls as well. Bigger wheels go faster, that's just science. I do ride bearings that are plenty fast enough. The Bone Swiss bearings I usually ride, they feel fast, they feel good. I don't think there's really anything faster. I've tried Bronson Raws, they are absolutely terrible. I've tried two different varieties of the Bone Swiss, which are the regular Swiss and the Swiss 6 ball. I should try the ceramics at some point, but at the moment I haven't got any. So anyway, so I've been through the gamut of bearings that I feel like are worth trying so far. So 60mm wheels kind of appeal to me a little bit. Now, aside from the Spitfire and the Bones wheels, I do actually have some 61mm Speedlab wheels, and they are pretty much the same sort of proportions as the Spitfires that I ride. And these are 99A. I haven't actually given these a real good go. I've ridden with them like once or twice, but they feel like, to look at without them on the board, pretty big. I don't know really whether that kind of comes across, the difference in size actually on the camera or not, but they kind of look and feel pretty big. So that's something else that I already have that I need to spend some more time with. So I just mention that because I've already got them. Now, the reason I talk about the Bones wheels is because again, a little while ago, I bought some 60mm Bones SPFs. And as you can see, they're still in the packaging because I tried the 58s again, and I still just wasn't quite convinced that they are the right wheels. It might be because they're so narrow. The contact patch is pretty narrow compared to these. You know, it's almost double. The wheels themselves are, you know, near enough the same width, but the contact patch, because these are beveled off, the contact patch is a lot less. I tried those 58s again and they didn't quite feel right still, so I kind of didn't even get to the point of trying these. I thought if the 58s aren't going to do it, then these are not. These are the 84B hardness. Again, it's kind of weird that I bought them and I haven't used them, but they are there because, you know, your feelings about things change over time. Well, mine do anyway. I think feelings come and go about certain things. So I have these Bones to one side. Now, getting back to this package that has arrived, the reason why I have bought some new wheels was actually because I was toying around with size and the hardness. And what is in here are actually two sets of wheels, and I will crack them open now anyway. The reason I had to buy them from the USA was because they were just not available in the UK. They might be by now, but even then, they are really expensive now, wheels in the UK. These are £60 a set now. Now, you can look up what that is in your local currency, but that's quite a lot of money for a set of wheels. My friend picked these up for me when he was in the USA recently, and they were basically the equivalent to £40. So that's a big chunk saved just by buying them in the USA. £60 in the UK, £40 in the USA. So that's why I have this extra set. He was there, and I said, while you're there, could you pick me up a set because they're so expensive here? So that's why I have them available. But yeah, I was surfing the internet, looking on some websites, just surfing around, and then I saw the new Bones X99 formula. So that is a set of the X99 formula Bones. They are the same size and shape as these. So they are the V5, I think they're called, yeah, V5 side cut. So they're exactly the same shape, but they are a new formula from Bones called the X99, which, you know, in all kind of estimations is going to be 99 durometer. So they might feel a bit more like the Spitfires grip-wise. So they might be the better wheel for me as far as Bones wheels go. So I was keen to buy them and try them. Everywhere in the UK had like 58mm ones, but not the 60mm. Yeah, I had to buy these from the USA. This was the only place I could find the 60mm ones. These ones are the Tony Hawk version, and they've got kind of an animated graphic on there, a hawk's head. So I think when you put them on and you spin the wheel, it does like a little animated cartoon as it spins, which is quite nice and fun. All right, so it appears that the animation doesn't work. And I actually saw a video on Instagram, I'm pretty sure it was on Instagram, of this animation as part of the marketing. And I can't find that video anywhere. So that bit of marketing seems to have disappeared entirely from the internet. If you can find it, let me know, but the animation doesn't appear to work. Now, maybe they pulled that video down, or maybe I'm just doing it wrong, but yeah, interesting. But we all know that wheel graphics wear off like the first couple of days anyway, so that probably won't last long. That's the set of wheels that I intended to buy. Now, while I was actually surfing the web and buying these wheels, I spotted something else, and so I had to get them because they were limited edition. And I haven't seen them yet. As you see, I've just cracked this open, but we have some limited edition Lance Mountain Spitfire Formula 4 full conical, but they're 60mm. They're not 58. So that's satisfied the size issue that I had. They're black and one is green, which is kind of weird. I'm not usually a fan of black wheels. I think they look a bit weird, but it's Lance Mountain, you know, why not? Special Lance Mountain graphic and cool little graphic there. So it's the Spitfire flaming head, but they are full conical 60mm. So I had no intention of buying them. I wasn't looking for these until I spotted them. But yeah, so now I have two sets of 60mm wheels, one in my kind of traditional Spitfire setup, full conical Formula 4, and one in the Bones X99 formula. And so yeah, that's two things to try. So I now have a ridiculous amount of wheels. I already did have a ridiculous amount of wheels before I bought these, but yeah, I just thought I would do a little video to show you what I've bought, and I will do another video sometime soon to show you my thoughts. I'll try them out and see which ones I like or don't like, or for whatever reason. So watch out for those videos. In the meantime, thanks for watching. Tell me what you've been riding. I'll be mostly interested to hear your wheels choices on transition. As I say, I don't skate street, so it won't mean much to me what you're skating with street. But yeah, let me know what you're riding on the transitions and what grips really well for you, what slips for you, what's your middle ground. As I say, mine's 99 for some reason. But yeah, thanks for watching. I will see you again soon. Take care.